Hello everybody and welcome to race 13 in the NASCAR Nationwide Series here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. And just as a heads up, I apologize if you can hear my wheels starting to squeak a little bit. I've noticed I've been able to pick that up in some of my audio lately. Yeah, this old wheel's got about 45,000 laps on it, so it's definitely gotten its money's worth. Getting ready for the green flag here, and we are underway here at Lowe's. Surprisingly good qualifying starting spot for us. In the top 20, we actually started 12th. Now this might look very similar to the one we ran in the trucks. This is a different version, or at least that's what the file said. I was expecting yellow walls for it to be an 08 modeling, but I guess they were white. Wow, very loose, very loose. So we're doing 60 laps at 100%.
3 wide, side inside, 3 wide. Yellow's out, yellow's out.
Lock it down.
Still there. You did the right thing, bud. You did the right thing. Clear all around, all clear. Scrape the wall. This is 2. Record right here in front of you. Record right here in front of you, right in front of you. This is 2.
Well, that was
Close.
yeah.
Close.
Not what I expected to start the race out with. I don't really know what happened there.
Yellow's out, yellow's out.
I'm only hoping that we can repair this thing.
Let's get caught up.
And
42, 92.
yeah, figure out what the heck happened. Did not see that coming. So we're gonna come down pit road.
Easy.
Wonder how many cars survive that. I just saw Wimmer come up in front of us, and
Pit road is open.
yeah, I don't know. We really didn't have anywhere to go for that one, other than just to lock it down.
Easy. Pace car on the front. Do not speed. Easy.
Oh, that's my pit stall. I didn't realize I was back here. Guess we'll see what they can fix up. And why does that say Polaroid in my pit stall? That's weird.
Pace car is 2.
Yeah, I'm kind of just not sure really. I'm just kind of processing what happened there.
Clear out, all the way, all the way.
31
To the
seconds.
grass here. Pace car down the back. 45. Easy.
We're gonna run it and see how it handles down this back straightaway. And we'll see what kind of speed we got. A lot of cars out, as we expected. That was a big one.
Big hard. Start right behind.
Alright folks, let's get into this first caution here. Scott Wimmer drove on the grass, and then he comes up onto the apron here and slides up. He gets Brian. They come right up in front. Wimmer brings me and Baker hard into the wall. Gunselman goes back down. Barrett gets hit. Yeah, it's a pile up. This is the big one at Lowe's. Look at them just piling into each other. That might be the biggest Lowe's crash I think I've had in a while. Get another angle here. Yeah, wow. So yeah, it just continued. Like, Wimmer just went right back down in front of Barrett. Zoom it out here a little bit. Barrett makes hard contact with the wall here. Yeah, he goes out instantly. we're locking it down up at the top. There was just nowhere to go. Everyone just getting smacked around here in the back of the pack. Sauter somehow just skates through it. Jeez. Anything happen along the back straightaway here? Nah, it doesn't look like it. I thought we were all the way up there. No, we're right there. I was like, wait, how did we get all the way up there? And that was Kyle. Let's do some onboards real quick. We're riding on board with Derek Cope. Yeah, he kind of sees that and then just sees that. Yeah, you can barely see the 29 start to slide down. Wow. Did not think that was coming. He was clearly frustrated. This is Johnny Sauter's view. Dude just made up like 20 spots. Wow. He just snuck through the whole thing. And our final look is from the rear bumper of Robert Richardson. Watch this. That's how close he was to getting tagged by the 29. What a hit. Alright, so we're getting ready to go green. We're going to find out what we have left in this vehicle after that whole incident. Yeah, you guys obviously know what happened. All I can go by is that we were involved. Hamilton Jr. looks like he was involved. He's a lap down. Brad Keselowski, Curtis Davis, Mike Potter, Harmon, Wimmer, McClure, Baker, Barrett, Cope, Green, and Coleman are all out. So that was a big one. Happened on like the first, like the second lap, I think that was. So where we starting 30th on the lead lap somehow, but we'll see what this car's got left in it. We're off to a good restart here, surprisingly. So maybe we'll be okay. I don't think we'll have race winning pace, but I think we can keep up with some of the cars. Got to run under the 38. Wow, we are plowing like a dump truck through that turn. Which I can't say I'm surprised considering the amount of damage we probably have. The handling's gone to hell, but wow, we have to really step out of it there.
Clear.
Well, you know, we'll make do with what we got and see what we can finish. Maybe through some attrition we'll finish in the top 20, maybe. Come to think about it, I don't recall mentioning or seeing Carl Edwards' name in that wreck, so he's still on pace for a good points day.
31,276.
But for as rough as a start as this was, I am quite fond of this version of the track. I am having fun, believe it or not. 29th. So I have hopes for a good cup race here for the 600. But that's not the next video. Because our next video, ladies and gentlemen, is the Indy 500, which I'm very excited for. Haven't done any practice or anything like that with the Indy cars yet, so yeah, looking forward to getting behind the wheel of that. I am giving it another day or two before I actually run it, because I'm just waiting to hear from a couple people to see if we're going to have, as a, you know, a thank you for their support. I have a couple people I'm going to put in as fictional drivers with that race, and a sponsorship deal with a channel that follows my channel to show them a little support. So I would like to confirm a couple of those things before we run the 600, so we're going to be a little bit behind on when I wanted to run it originally, but well, the Indy 500 I meant. The 600 will, well, the 600 gets pushed back because of that. Wow, what are they doing? One's coming down pit road. Gunselman's in the wall. We're going to go under LePage here. That was an interesting series of events there.
Clear all around, all clear.
So I'm not really sure what that was all about, but it looked like one of them was on the apron for a minute there and then kind of just floated up. So I'm going to have to monitor that and take a look at that in the replay after this race just to see why they're doing that and confirm that we won't have that issue maybe in the Cup Series race, or if we do, we just gotta be careful so we don't get caught up in a mess. It might be in our best interest when we get to the Cup race to maybe just float to the back, let it sort out, because there's no way I'd want to do 200 laps banged up like this. But we're actually not really running. That was our fastest lap of the day. Granted, we don't really have much of a lap to pace that off of because we didn't get a really good green flag lap in before we got involved in that incident. But we're up to 25th, surprisingly. Car runs really good, just likes to hang it on the bottom. Surprisingly, we're not having to run up higher, but it's running good, so no complaints. We just don't have real good straightaway speed, I feel like. We make up a lot of our time in the turns. As I recall, it's been a little bit since we ran Truck Series, but isn't this kind of similar to what we ran into with the trucks here at Lowe's? I believe the one we ran was Lowe's Revamped. This is Lowe's Revamped 2008, so maybe it's just a... Was it Lowe's Revamped? Oh, I have to look back at the replay to see what track version it was. But this definitely is a new version because there was no... you know how like when you play a version of a track, it has like the recommended AI strength difficulty? Mine was at 70, and there's no way. Anytime I've ever run a track, I've ever finished it with a recommended AI 70%, so... Teammates Steve Wallace and David Stremme side by side. It's the first time I think we've seen that all season. And then we got my pal Kenny Wallace up ahead. Wow. Stremme, get on the accelerator, bud. It's like he's holding me up so his teammate can get by. No damage though. And I'm pretty sure that they don't really actually recognize that they're teammates, so I'm being, you know, haha, funny.
Clear all around, all clear.
Drift up a little bit too much though. I don't want to let Kevin LePage get under me. I'm worried that somebody might have to pit up ahead of us because now with the cautions, now we should be okay. Because I didn't think we'd have to pit, but when I went down pit road to get the damage repaired, I noticed something about fuel. They were going to add some, like I was short. But I don't think that they are. Someone blew up. I think out of the corner of my eye I could catch some blue and yellow. I think that was Kevin Harvick.
Still there. Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
Stremme, I'm sliding up, buddy. I'm sorry. Kevin, I am blocking you. Stremme, I'm blocking you. Y'all just stay patient for a second. I clipped the apron. We're surprisingly got some speed in this car, considering what happened. Yeah, we're 16 seconds back. We don't have race winning pace, but I would have been happy with the top 20, I think is what I said earlier, and 20th place is sitting right there, 8 tenths ahead of us. With 39 laps to go, we have plenty of time to catch him. Reagan is leading. He hasn't won yet this season, so it'd be good to see him get into victory lane. Did Carl Edwards? No, wow, he's falling way off from the lead. That's unusual. He's out of the top 10. He's in 11th. Carl Edwards having an uncharacteristically off race. He's only ever finished outside the top 10 once this season. I don't even remember what race that was, but he's only finished outside the top 5 3 times. In 12 races. This is race 13, obviously, like we mentioned at the beginning. I still can't believe the start we had. You know how tempting that was to say screw it and restart, but it also was an opportunity to show that, you know, we don't really restart unless it's like really bad AI, but that was, I could see that happening. You know, lap 1 incident, something like that. Well, lap 2. And we're using this as testing for the Cup Series, so I had to see how it plays out afterwards and with slower traffic and stuff, so it's a good thing we didn't restart. Plus, it seems like someone other than Carl Edwards is going to get a top 10 and a possible win, so that's a win in itself. Got a good run on Kenny Wallace there. Are we gaining at all on Johnny Sauter up there? He's 2.5 ahead of us. I don't think so. I'm just trying to figure out if it's going to be wise to just try to draft Kenny or pass Kenny. 21 seconds back to the leaders, 22.6, so we're losing about a second a lap, so we'll probably go a lap down here before it's all said and done. So we might, because I can catch Kenny here, I'm just not able to pass him. I really remember, I feel like, having this issue in the Truck Series where we could catch but we couldn't pass. So what I'm kind of thinking is we just roll with him, see if we can draft up to Johnny Sauter, but at the rate we're losing time to the leaders, we might just let the leaders take care of it for us. Something that I am going to do, I'm sure many of you probably have noticed by now with the COT mod, the ride height's been really bad. So I searched all over Reddit, and the gentleman who actually made the presets that I use, he shared his settings, and so I used them, and I was looking at his page, and someone actually posted something about correct ride height and stuff like that. So and I noticed some new stuff that's come out for night racing, so I'm going to be applying that for the Coke 600 as well with new reflection packs, so I'm really excited to break that out. I also really it's starting to kind of sink in that the next race is Indy. I'm really excited for that race. I guess that's what's making this race so tolerable. The fact that we're, you know, in a bad spot and running like junk, but we got Indy next, so it'll be fun. It's okay. I just cannot seem to catch Kenny. Reagan's only 3.5 seconds back to me, so he's got a big gap on third place. Greg Biffle's stuck with him. But then Kyle Busch, Clint Boyer, Ruderman, all them, they're like 4+ seconds back. Carl Edwards snuck his way back into the top 10. Did I just see? Yeah, I did read that right. 8th place is not a Cup Series regular. We actually have quite a few of the Cup Series, or the Busch Series regulars in the top 10. We got DJ Kennington, 6th. We have Kelly Byers, 7th. And in 9th, we have Morgan Shepherd. Go Morgan Shepherd. That'd be awesome to see him have a good season. Or, well, a good race, I should say. So we have been really reeling in Johnny Sauter here. Just realized we've gained a little over a second on him. And once the leaders get past us, I'm sure then they go to, if we let them pass us at the right time and we don't fight going a lap down, like I want to do, in case a caution comes out, I know we're not going to really have the speed to do anything with it. So if we don't fight it and we get them to pass us at the right time and we follow them, we should be able to pick up this next couple spots here and get us into the top 20. Yeah, here comes Reagan. I'll just let him go. Let him and Biffle go. Wow, that was not the spot I was hoping they'd pass me in, but whatever. They came up on me really quick. I didn't expect them to come up that quick. Do not take Kenny away from me with the draft. Alright, so none of that worked out at all like I was hoping it would. Okay, well maybe somewhat? Kenny was like up in the wall. Do it again, Kenny. I don't think we'll be able to catch back up to them. Well, that sucks. Did not expect that to happen. Maybe we can get back to them? I'm really hoping we can. I don't think Kenny is going to be able to make much of a pass on Sauter. So maybe if he tries to pass him, they'll slow up. We'll be able to get him. He looks like he's trying to make a pass on Sauter. We were 0.6 last time at the line, 0.7 this time, but they are trying to pass each other, so. Dive in a little bit deep. Wow, he really slid up the track onto Johnny there. That slows them both up, which gives us enough of a run to catch up a little bit here. Tires are yellow on the right front, so we are a little bit tight.
31,293.
Trying to work the brake a little bit instead of just floating it in so we can kind of dive it in a little bit deeper. I know it's killing the tires, but we don't really have a whole lot to lose. No, we better make this happen fast because the other cars, the other leaders are actually coming up on us quick and they're going to ruin our momentum again. So we got to make something happen here fast. They are, what are they? Clint Boyer's less than a second behind me. And we're finally making progress on these two. So we gotta move quick. Yeah, he's within a half a second. Clint Boyer is.
529
Tight, tight, tight.
Inside.
Go.
Still there.
Alright, I'm sorry, Kelly, but I am going to have to get in front of you. Because I am trying to keep up with these guys. So you can push me.
643.
He ain't going to push me, he's going to pass. So is Rudiman. Kennington.
Stay high. Clear all around, all clear. Inside.
Kenny Wallace is up like in the wall.
Stay high.
Go DJ.
Clear all around, all clear.
I'm being passed by DJ Kennington, not for position, but because he's lapping me. That's a swift kick to the green. Kenny Wallace, just stay up at the wall, buddy. I'm coming to pass you. I want at least a top 20. I think we just ran everything out of the car that we had in it. Between the damage and the tire wear, I just don't think we're going to have enough to get past him. We can hang with him. But every time we get enough momentum to try to make a pass, we get thrown off by leaders. Someone's in the wall, looks like, up there. We have 3 seconds back to Robert Richardson. Yeah, the tires are screaming. Like they're just a cluster, you know, up ahead of me. How are we not gaining on these guys? Well, they're in the wall.
Outside. Clear all around, all clear.
I don't know where the 25's going in this turn. I think we used up everything we had in this bad boy. Whoa, we got a smoker.
Yellow's out. You're clear if you need it. Wrecking right here in front of you, right in front of you.
Wow.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out. 31.
Started to get a little loose there.
Start right behind Wrecking right here in front of you.
I'm pretty sure that was DJ Kennington I saw almost get airborne. That was a hard hit if I saw that right. Wow. That's our top 20. That looked like a vicious crash.
Closed at this time. Pit road's closed at this time.
There's not many on the lead lap, or off the lead lap for that matter. I think we're gonna pit. Yeah, we won't lose that many spots. And fresh tires, if they don't pit, we'll get our lap back at least. We can't pit this time by. So, well, can we? I don't know if this track has that set for lead lap and lap down cars.
Pit road is open.
Apparently we can pit, so we're gonna pit. They're not pitting.
45.
But we are going to take advantage of getting 4 tires here with these final 15 laps. Our tires are so worn. Makes sense. Yeah, Harvick did go out earlier with a piston issue. I'm trying to see the stand-ins. I'm pretty sure it was Kennington.
Clear out, all the way. To the grass here, 45. Easy.
Not seeing any name changes there.
6, 6, 2. Do not speed. Easy.
Yeah, it doesn't say anybody's out, but it looked like someone should be out from that accident. That was a hard hit. And, yeah, hopefully, actually, when we go back to green, we'll be one to go, or we'll be a single file. I don't think we will be, but let's go take a look at the replay, and we'll come back for the green flag. Alright, so this is going to be caution number 2. See Kennington and Sauter coming off of turn 2 here, or 4. Kenny Wallace is there too. Kennington clips the wall. Kenny tags him, which tags him into the 01, or to the 1, excuse me. This happened all right in front of us. Yeah, that's what we saw. We saw Kennington up on his side. He went right up over onto the roof of, or the nose of Johnny Sauter there. I'm not seeing any big eruptions of damage or smoke anymore, so I'm guessing they're the only ones involved. I know it's hard to see with the smoke here, but we're just riding it out to see if we can see anything, so we don't have to do any dramatic camera changes. Oh, there they are. I can see them. Yeah, they didn't get hit. That's a surprise. Go roof cam here. On with Johnny Sauter. Wow, almost got tagged by a few cars though. UEV. Let's get back for the green flag. Alright, so we're getting ready to go green here. As expected. We are getting the single file restart. So that kind of works good for us because some of the slower cars will be in the way, so we can shoot to the outside, hopefully to pick up some spots. Yeah, Kennington didn't pit. Steve Wallace, though, he blew up under caution, so he's out. I wanted to go to the outside, but I feel like that's a bad idea, so we're going to just try to get under Bliss here, but that's not happening, so let's just see where this goes in turn 1 and 2. Larry Gunselman's really creeping up on my bumper there. Do we have fun, or do we play it smart? We're going to play it smart. We're not going to be stupid. I feel like there's some pit road attempts coming up here. I feel like this is going to get really hairy.
Stay low. Be 3 wide.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said I thought it would get hairy.
Still there. Be 3 wide outside. Clear all around, all clear. Inside.
Yeah, I drove it in deep because I knew it would drift up, but I knew that
clear all around, all
whoever was faster would just be able to dip back under me. That really, whew, that was nerve-wracking. We do have a faster car, though.
outside.
Whoa, what are they doing?
Outside.
Back out of it. Just let them do what they gotta do.
Outside. You're doing a good job. You're way better than these guys. Now just pick your way through them. Take your time. Stay low. Clear all around. All clear. Outside. Still there.
Whoa,
Inside.
baby.
3 wide now in the middle. Outside.
What was... Did you hear that sound effect? Sounded like something broke on their vehicle or something. That was really wild. I don't know what that was. Frankiti's doing it.
32. 709. Outside.
I'm gonna have to stay high because he's about to
Inside.
cause a traffic jam.
Clear all around. All clear. Inside.
We're not clear. We got Denny Hamlin to
Stay
the
high.
inside. Have to-
Yellow's out. Yellow's out. You're
What
clear.
the heck is that all
Still there.
about?
Clear. Clear. Inside. You had to spin out the back. Stay high.
We got the 38 in the wall.
Road closed. 3
25
wide down the
slow.
middle. Stay low. Clear.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Pace cars on the racetrack. Let's get caught up.
Oh, that's interesting. I've seen a pattern now. They have an issue, it looks like, where they come off of turn 4 and they just like dart into the infield, and then they don't get their act together by turn 1 and they just start being stupid. We're not gonna pit, but I have a feeling it has something to do with Dario for that caution. So we'll cut to that, and then we'll get back for the green flag. Alright, so this caution flag we kind of saw coming because of Dario Franchitti. Well, we managed to get out of the way, but a little bit of chaos ensues behind it. Mike Wallace tries to go above Dario there, but Marcus Ambrose is there, and yeah, he ain't giving the 7 much room. So he turns him around on the back straightaway here. I don't think Gunselman makes a little bit of contact. The 7's staying quite high though. Chapman might get him. Chapman avoids him. That's crazy. So that it? Just a solo spin? Yeah, no one else behind him. Just a little solo spin there. But then, as we were coming to the caution, we got Leffler up here in the wall too. Does Hamilton hit the wall too? I can't remember. Well, we're not going to see that. But Mike Wallace should be back on his way. Yeah, there he goes. One last view of it. You can see he sees that Dario is all sorts of loopy. Goes to make the pass. Gets turned. Well, we should be able to get one more restart in before this thing's over, so let's go head back to the green. Alright, so we're getting ready to go green this time by. Having a hard time understanding my lap counter right now, so the correct version, you'll see it on your end of the screen, but right now what I'm looking at, not sure if we have 3 to go or 2 to go. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Alright, buddy, coming to the green here.
What's going on entirely there.
Pace car's gone. Are you ready?
But anyway, we're getting ready to go green here. We only can move up really one more spot. And the odds of us getting up to Kenny Wallace, actually, with a restart like that, we might actually catch Kenny. We have fresh tires, so maybe we will catch up to him. I know we ran it close to passing before the line there, but nothing happened, so we got 2 to go. Yeah, Kenny Wallace is right there. We actually might catch Kenny Wallace. Whoa. They're doing that load line thing again. Thankfully, we're ahead of it. Yeah, the AI is going crazy in this last lap. But we have a run on Kenny Wallace to try to take that position for 18th. We had been chasing Kenny for so many laps, and we finally get him on the last lap. Did not see that coming. Wow. I did not touch Denny Hamlin. Holy cow. That was a hard hit. I don't think I touched anybody back there. We got a lot to cover in the replays. So this was coming to the yellow, or to the checkered flag. Denny Hamlin goes Clint Boyer style across the line. That's what I saw in my mirror. Easily one of the most dramatic finishes I've had in this entire career mode I've had. I was wondering if I did something, but clearly looking at the replay, I was not even involved. Denny Hamlin, he got 10th. He's like, oh, I better block the track so I can get this 10th while I roll across it. He takes a vicious hit into the wall there. Morgan Shepherd's getting hit hard. DJ Kennington's hit hard. Brian gets ran over by Dario. And then here comes Robert Richardson's in there too. Morgan Shepherd goes up. Denny Hamlin just starts barrel rolling down the front straightaway. What a hit. I can't believe how far he's just rolling. Man, Sauter just drills Morgan Shepherd. What a hit. This was coming to the finish. Right on board with Denny Hamlin here before he finishes this all up. Wow. Jeez. He really reminds me of Carl Edwards when he turned Brad Keselowski. Gosh, I'm getting nauseous. Oof, that was a hit. David Reagan's your winner. Greg Biffle, Kyle Busch, Kelly Byers, David Rudiman round out your top 5. Casey Kane, Clint Boyer, Carl Edwards, Bobby Labonte, and Denny Hamlin is how it'll finish out.
45.
We will see you all at the Indianapolis 500. We hope you enjoyed this race. Thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, whatever. And yeah, look forward to seeing y'all at Indy. Till then, have a good one.